This transfer window, Everton isn't simply searching for new players. They are fighting for their future, both on the field and in the boardroom. The challenge before them is immense. After years of underperformance, managerial changes, and near misses, the club stands at a crossroads. The need is urgent. Goals have been in short supply, confidence has wavered, and the shadow of financial fair play looms large. Into this pressure cooker steps Thierno Barry, a name that has ignited passionate debate among fans, pundits, and financial analysts alike. After 3 formative years in Lyon, Barry moved south to join Sporting Club Toulon's under-19 squad, honing his craft and gaining a reputation as a player with both size and surprising agility. His 6'5" frame made him an imposing presence, but it was his ability to read the game and time his runs that set him apart from his peers. The next step in his journey was a bold one, a 7-hour move across France to join FC Sochaux-Montbéliard, nestled near the Swiss border. There, playing for Sochaux's B team, Barry scored 10 goals in 22 appearances, an impressive strike rate that hinted at the potential for greatness. But it was his leap into the professional ranks that truly put Barry on the map. Leaving France behind, he signed his first professional contract with SK Beveren in Belgium's 2nd division. For many players, such a move would be a gamble, but for Barry, it was the opportunity he had been waiting for. In his only season at Beveren, he netted a remarkable 20 goals in 33 matches, a tally that put him among the league's top scorers and drew the attention of scouts from across Europe. Beveren narrowly missed out on promotion, but Barry's stock had soared. Barry's next adventure took him to the heart of Switzerland, signing with Basel, a club steeped in history and success. Despite a rocky start that saw him sent off twice, a reminder that young talent often comes with growing pains, Barry quickly found his feet. In the 2023-2024 campaign, he scored 20 goals in 41 games for Basel. His consistency, combined with his physical dominance, made him one of the most sought-after young strikers on the continent. The Swiss Super League is known for nurturing young talent, and Barry was no exception. By the summer of last year, Villarreal came calling, securing Barry's services for a reported £12 million. The move to Spain's La Liga, one of the world's toughest and most technical leagues, was a true test of Barry's ability to adapt and thrive at a higher level. He responded with 11 goals in 35 appearances, helping Villarreal achieve their highest league finish in 17 years. His performances did not go unnoticed. Not only did he make his debut for France's under-21 side at the European Championship, but he also scored a dramatic injury-time winner against Georgia, showing a knack for delivering in crucial moments. What sets Barry apart isn't just his goal tally, but the unique blend of attributes he brings to the pitch. Standing 6'5", he is a nightmare for defenders in aerial duels. Last season, he ranked 2nd among all forwards in Europe's major leagues for aerial duels won, with a staggering win rate of nearly 65%. His ability to rise above defenders, meet crosses with power and precision, and outmuscle his markers is reminiscent of classic Premier League strikers. Think Duncan Ferguson or Didier Drogba at their best. As Jamie Carragher of Sky Sports notes, he's a real handful for defenders, a genuine target man. Barry brings a physicality we just don't see enough in the league these days. Yet for all his strengths, there are lingering questions. Barry's shot conversion rate in La Liga was only around 11%. For context, elite strikers in Europe often boast conversion rates closer to 20% or even higher, meaning Barry scored just over 1 goal for every 10 attempts he took. Alan Shearer, the Premier League's all-time top scorer, puts it bluntly. Can Barry guarantee you those crucial goals? That's still unproven. The Premier League is unforgiving. Everton can't afford another misfire up front. These doubts are not without merit. Everton's recent history is littered with high-profile signings that failed to deliver. The club's transfer strategy has come under intense scrutiny, with past missteps contributing to their current financial predicament. The upcoming transfer window is make or break. Estimates suggest Everton's budget for next summer is just £50 million, provided they can generate income through player sales. Any significant outlay must be weighed against the club's long-term stability, especially with looming financial fair play regulations and the need to service debts related to their ambitious stadium project. Speaking of the stadium, the new Hill Dickinson Stadium represents both hope and risk. Designed to usher Everton into a new era, the stadium is expected to generate an additional £20 million in matchday revenue each season. But that windfall is far from guaranteed. It hinges on the club's ability to keep fans engaged, fill seats, and maintain a competitive team on the pitch. If Barry can deliver the goals that fire Everton up the table, the stadium could become a fortress, an iconic home for a revitalized club. If not, empty seats and waning enthusiasm could undermine the very financial foundation the stadium was meant to secure. Everton's manager, David Moyes, is keenly aware of the stakes. Known for his pragmatic approach and eye for talent, Moyes believes Barry could be the missing piece in Everton's puzzle. He fits the profile of the players we need: energetic, strong, and with the potential to lead our attack for years, Moyes asserts. But he is also pragmatic. We have to be smart. Every penny counts. We need players who not only have potential, but can deliver from day one. Joining Barry at Everton could be Carlos Alcaraz, whose recent permanent signing has already lifted spirits among supporters. Alcaraz's ability to control the ball, drive at defenses, and create space for teammates could complement Barry's strengths, especially if Everton can leverage their wide players to deliver quality crosses. Last season, Everton ranked 7th in the Premier League for open play crosses, but struggled to convert those opportunities into goals. The hope is that Barry's aerial prowess will finally turn those chances into tangible results. The business side of football is never far from these conversations. Football finance experts caution that overspending on the wrong player can set a club back years, both on the field and in the balance sheet. Clubs that combine savvy recruitment with financial discipline turn risks into rewards, notes one analyst. Everton, like many clubs, must walk a tightrope, balancing ambition with caution, potential with proven ability. To put this in perspective, let's consider the broader economics of football transfers. In the modern game, a marquee signing is no longer just about goals and assists. A player like Barry represents a brand asset, a figure who can drive shirt sales, attract sponsors, and boost global profile. But these benefits only materialize if the player performs. Flops can be costly in more ways than one, damaging reputations and undermining commercial partnerships. Barry's transfer negotiations have become a saga in themselves, with Villarreal's sporting director, Fernando Roig Nogueroles, emphasizing the complexity of reaching an agreement. You should never be closed off, and you should always listen. But sometimes, if the negotiations aren't enough, you have to say no. This delicate dance reflects the realities of modern football, where player will, club ambition, and financial constraints must align for a deal to go through. Looking back, the Premier League has witnessed its fair share of high-stakes transfer gambles. Remember Andy Carroll's record move to Liverpool, or Fernando Torres's switch to Chelsea? Both deals carried huge expectations, and while the outcomes varied, they serve as reminders of how quickly fortunes can change in football. Sometimes, a single signing can transform a club's trajectory. Think of Virgil van Dijk's arrival at Liverpool, which turned a leaky defense into a title-winning machine. Other times, expensive gambles can haunt clubs for years. But the risks are real. Barry's finishing remains a concern. Only about 1 in 10 of his shots found the net last season, a figure that must improve dramatically if he's to justify a transfer fee north of £30 million and lead the line for such a storied club. If he struggles to adapt, the consequences could be severe: financial instability, mounting pressure on club leadership, and even a dampening of excitement around the new stadium project. With a projected transfer budget hovering near £50 million for the following summer, mostly dependent on player sales, Everton has very little margin for error. Every decision matters, and every gamble carries long-term consequences. So, what lessons can be drawn from this high-stakes drama, both for Everton and for anyone interested in the business of football? First, it's a reminder that every transfer is about much more than what happens on the pitch. Each signing ripples through a club's finances, commercial partnerships, and even the broader community. The excitement of a new arrival must be balanced against the practical realities of budgets, contracts, and long-term planning. For those in business or personal investing, the parallels are striking. Success often comes down to calculated risks, timely support, and the presence of a robust plan B. It's not enough to be dazzled by potential. The numbers and the context must add up. Due diligence is essential, as is the ability to pivot if an investment doesn't deliver immediate returns. Everton's willingness to take a chance on an unproven talent like Barry speaks to the allure of upside, but also to the necessity of careful planning and ongoing support. Let's delve a little deeper into the technical side. Everton's new stadium isn't just a place for fans to gather, it's a state-of-the-art facility equipped with technology that tracks player performance in real time. From GPS vests to advanced analytics, the club can now monitor every sprint, jump, and pass, tailoring training programs to maximize each player's impact. For a raw talent like Barry, these tools could be transformative, helping him refine his finishing, improve his movement, and adapt more quickly to the demands of English football. The stadium also offers broader opportunities for revenue generation. With increased hospitality suites, retail outlets, and digital fan experiences, Everton aims to become a commercial powerhouse. But all of these plans rest on one simple foundation: a winning team. If Barry can deliver the goals that lift Everton up the table, he could become the face of a new era, an icon for fans and a magnet for sponsors. Expert opinion remains divided. Marcelino Garcia Toral, former Villarreal manager, believes Barry has the potential to be a top striker, provided he receives consistent playing time and support. He's a player who needs confidence, Marcelino explains. With the right environment, he can thrive. The expectations of Everton's fan base add another layer of pressure. Supporters have endured years of disappointment and are hungry for a hero. Social media buzzes with debate. Some see Barry as the next big thing. Others worry he's too raw, too risky, another name on a long list of unfulfilled promises. Yet, in football, hope springs eternal. Every decade or so, a player emerges who defies the odds and changes a club's fortunes. Could Barry be that player? The coming months will provide the answer. Barry's integration will require careful management, both on and off the pitch. He will need the backing of teammates, the patience of supporters, and the guidance of coaching staff. Success won't come overnight, but small signs, an important goal, a decisive assist, a match-winning header, could ignite a spark that sets Everton on a new path. From a broader perspective, the Barry saga encapsulates the evolving nature of football economics. Clubs now operate at the intersection of sport, business, and technology. Every decision is scrutinized, every risk is magnified, and the rewards for getting it right are higher than ever. As one football finance expert put it, the clubs that thrive in the modern era are those that can blend passion with prudence, ambition with accountability. For now, the stage is set. Barry has the physical profile, the hunger, and the belief of a manager who sees his potential. The ingredients for success are all there, but as Alan Shearer reminds us, potential is just a word until you prove it on the pitch. Here's a fascinating detail. Everton's new stadium was designed not just for spectators, but for the stars of tomorrow. Integrated performance labs, nutrition centers, and recovery suites put the club at the cutting edge of sports science. If Barry can harness these resources, he could not only change Everton's fortunes, but also redefine what it means to be a modern striker in English football. So, what do you think? Will Thierno Barry rise to the occasion and deliver the goals Everton so desperately need, or will this bold gamble be remembered as a misstep? Share your thoughts in the comments. Your perspective could shape our next deep dive into the fascinating world of football economics and technology. Thank you for watching. If you found these insights valuable, be sure to like, subscribe, and join the conversation below. Stay tuned for more in-depth explorations of the financial